These are my witnesses. I'm going to demonstrate how to properly swing a baseball bat. I've played baseball my whole life. I just graduated from Marshtown Community College, where I played baseball. I'm going to present 6 steps that will help you to represent what a great baseball swing should look like. These steps will help baseball and softball players alike. I'm going to be using my bat and my visual to help me represent the steps. Now, I'm not going to give you a step on what a good stance should be like, because there are so many different stances that all that matters is when you step into the ball. Step 1 is loading. It would look like this. The leg moves primarily to the inner portion of your back leg and foot. The front shoulder closes slightly, automatically loading the hands and tilting the bat head forward towards the pitcher. So it looks like this. From this position, the player is in a well-balanced, loaded position that allows them to attack the pitch. If you watch the major leaguers, you will see most of the players reach this position at some point, no matter what their stance looks like, whether it's open or closed. It always comes right here. Step 2 is the step. Just a step like this. This is a much more critical portion of the swing than most people give credit to. The load stage gets the hitter in sync with the pitcher, but the step stage gets the hitter in sync with the pitch ball. Your step should be anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. Some players even just lift up their foot in the air and put it back down where it came from. Whichever you choose is absolutely fine. As you step, keep your head as steady as possible. This creates the eyes to stay steady, which keeps you focused on the ball. Make sure your foot is down as the pitcher releases the ball. Make sure your step is finished. Having your foot down early is way better than having it down late. Step 3 is launching the hips. It'll look something like this. So it's load, step, and launch the hips. The player fires the rear hip toward the pitcher. The head does not move forward. Everything rotates underneath the head. The rear elbow tucks to the hip. This movement directs the knob of the bat toward the ball. Most of the player's weight remains on the rear leg, with some of the weight moving to the front leg. Again, the head does not move. Rotate everything underneath the head. Step 4 is launching the hands. So we got load, step, launch the hips, then launch the hands. This begins with the knob of the bat driving toward the ball. The wrist flicks or smacks the ball to contact. The top hand is in a palm up position, and the bottom hand is in a palm down at contact. The front leg is firm and creates resistance for the body to propel the bat head. So the front leg stays steady. And again, the head stays steady as well. This is a big part of the swing sequence. If the head moves, the eyes now interpret a different visual of the ball coming. So make sure to keep your eyes steady. With this step, all you have to do is launch your hands at the ball. This is no time to be passive. Just trust your hands and attack the ball. Step 5 is extend. So we have load, step, launch the hips, launch the hands. Now extend through the ball. If you don't extend through the ball, you may as well run every time, because you have to accelerate the ball through the ball, much like a boxer punches through a heavy bag. The hands do not roll over. They finish their flicking motion starting at contact. So they do not roll over. They're just extending. The front leg firms up and straightens out, creating leverage for the bat head to swing. The player's head looks directly down the body to the contact point. So keep your head down. As you're extending, just keep it down through contact. The sequence happens at such a fast rate that it needs to be broken down in slow motion so that you can see the important aspects of every step. Step 6 is extend again, or finishing the swing. The top hand rolls over, the bottom hand rolls over, and the wrist clasps. The hands finish at the shoulder or just below the elbow. So it's going to be extend again, and it's finishing the swing. The bat head wraps around the back of the hitter. The wrist rolling also allows the bat head to decelerate more naturally. If the wrist were to remain firm, it would act as a broken bat and you would lose power and distance. A swing is less than a half a second long. putting the muscle memory into these steps of the swing will ensure that the player executes them in the proper sequence during that short time span. Repetition will mold these steps into one sweet swing.
Yeah, go back.